their imagery and they're stereotypical, and it takes away, it reduces the humanity of a people, and it makes us caricatures and relics of history when this is a racial slur. It was a slur that was screamed at our people when they were dragged off our lands. It was a term that came from the time when there was bounty on American Indians for their scalps. The scalps, you were $200 for a man, $100 for a woman, and less for children. I mean, this is the United States. This is what they were doing. They had bounty on the lives of American Indian people. And to prove that you'd killed them, you had to bring in their scalp. The scalp was all bloody. That's the red skin. So this is not a term of honor. There's no way you can make this a term of honor. And I think once people realize what it means and how it damages Native people, I think most any reasonable person will say, well, why do it? Why not just, what's so hard? If it's not, some people say, well, what's the big deal? Well, if it's not a big deal, then why not change it? This name is not a term of honor. The team was named by George Preston Marshall, who was one of the most avowed racists of our time. He actually, in his will, said that his money could be used for anything except for the coming together of races. And so this was never a term of honor. And it's not one today. And no matter how if you take a slur, there's words for Jewish people that are slurs, a word for black people that we know, one of the most well-known. There are names people use that are slurs and therefore are racist. It's defined in every English-speaking dictionary as a slur. You cannot change this into a term of honor. It's just one weasel way of trying to justify profiting from this. And to suggest that changing the name was going to cost the team is inaccurate. There was a study done by Emory University that said they would make probably more money. They would make more money in their study by changing the name because you'd be reducing its negative connotations. So it's not a term of honor, and if you went to anybody else, if you went to black people and said, we're going to decide that this term is now going to honor you, well, you can't. The people themselves will tell you if they're being honored or not. We don't. It's such an entitlement concept for these wealthy owners to say, well, we're just going to pick a name and we're defining it's an honor for you. Well, every English-speaking dictionary tells you it's not. You can't change that into an honor, and it can't be done. It's a dishonor. It's a disgrace. It should be relegated to the dustbin of history.